Rondo, I finna slam dunk. Get big on you fake pumps. That pump ain't no fake pump. Bitch fell for the pump fake. Got him talking like first take. Get it right on the first take. Hit the hole in the first.
Oh, it's definitely it's a spiritual warfare going on right now, and not to speak politics, but to speak politics a little bit, because the politics has everything to do with fucking COVID-19. It's all politics. It's all business. It's all money.
But I also hate the fact that like everybody made this corona situation a political topic. Like, it's weird that, so the reason why I wear my mask is because everybody was like saying, "Oh, these Republicans are crazy. They don't want to wear their mask and out in public." And I was like, "Dang! So if I don't wear a mask now, I'm a Republican?" You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we could have a whole nother podcast right here, right now on this topic, right? Because Trump never told y'all to wear masks. Trump said social distance. Trump never shut the country down. He didn't say none of that stuff. Everything that Donald Trump say, the media takes it and twists that shit around. He's a prick. We know this. He's a narcissist. We know this. He is the epitome of what a New Yorker the fuck is. He says what the fuck he want, how he want, when he want, and he dare anybody to say anything against it.
You can't tell me he's not the most entertaining politician we ever had, though.
Babe,
those tweets are crazy.
He's not a politician.
Yeah.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
And I think the sight that Americans miss is that the United States is a corporation.
For sure.
It is a business. Who better to run a business than a businessman? Right? Nobody's looking at this. Then, if you think about it now, because I was like, oh, I hate the Agent Orange, because he just was just like irritating me with everything that he said. But when I stopped and started paying attention to what he was saying and not how he said it, it was like, well, shit, he may have a point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he has some pretty good points on a lot of things.
He may have a point here.
But
I mean, what he
once
said,
you start agreeing with him, people start calling you a Trump supporter.
Everybody, look, bruh, listen. You are a Trump supporter. You know why, Slim? Because you're a fucking entrepreneur. If you out here trying to make business or be an entrepreneur, Trump is your guy. Period. Point blank. People could be mad about a whole bunch of shit. But baby, how much money was rolling through? How much money did he put out into our communities for us, for people? The last time we went through this, Obama bailed out corporations. He did social welfare. He bailed out the big companies and gave them trillions of dollars.
Trump gave all small businesses $1,000 off rip.
Period.
Before they even started talking about stimulus checks, Trump gave all small businesses $1,000. I woke up and was like, okay.
I got my $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I woke up and was like, all right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Then when the stimulus check came in, I was like, hey, I don't know now.
What president have you had that actually looked out for the people like that? And then he came into office and it looked crazy to us. Because it's like, what the fuck? He just walked in here, he fired everybody? Will he still think he on a fucking reality show? Like, you're fired. You're fired.
I still think he was tripping about canceling the whole pandemic relief team. But at the same time, it's like,
he ain't no politician.
I get it because it's like, who would have thought we would have a pandemic?
The politicians that planned it. From 2011 and 2010. They knew. That's why Obama put it in place, because they fucking knew, because they planned. This is not a pandemic.
It's so many creepy clips of like people talking about the pandemic could happen and then it happened. It's like, I ain't a conspiracy theorist, but I'm like, stay woke a little bit.
Let me tell you something about the word conspiracy theorist. The word conspiracy theorist was formulated by the CIA. So when you questioned something that was objective to what they wanted you to believe, then you could have a word for it. So instead of being a critical thinker that really thinks about the shit, you're a conspiracy theorist. The CIA made up that term.
See, I switched the term a little bit. I call conspiracy theorists people that over question things that don't matter.
Critical thinking.
I'm okay with critical thinking. No, I'm talking about people that's like, I don't know, I can't even think of something crazy. It's always something crazy. It's like moon landings, earth flat, like stuff like this. It's like, bro, we can sit and talk about this all day, but what are we gonna get from this?
Right.
That's just my thing with it.
Some stuff is like really, really far fetched. Cause I'm considered a conspiracy theorist. People always like, Jamal, where you come up with that shit from? I just be thinking.
But it's different. Like if you have a topic that's a conspiracy theory, like they cheated in the Gore and Bush election. I'm like, okay, we can talk about this. We can get something out of this. Because
you can find the numbers and you can find out where it went wrong.
We can talk about this, and it could change some things. Just like we all know, the government conspired to kill Martin Luther King. We can talk about that.
The government conspires to kill a lot of people.
Yes, but now moon landings being fake and Earth being flat. I don't care about that. I can care less. We're not talking about that.
But guess what, people? Hillary Clinton goes back to court on September 9th. Stay woke. Pay attention to what she got going on.
That's a conspiracy theory that I've been paying attention to. Everybody saying that she has some kind of child trafficking charges or something.
Oh, baby. Guys, go Google.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't believe it.
Google
but I'm interested.
Pizzagate. Google Pizzagate. You're going to be like,
shout out my dog, John Blue. He's really up on this.
Google Pizzagate. Google the deep state. Google emptying out the swamp. That's what Trump in there doing. Trump is in there like, oh, this what y'all was doing? All of it. You're fired. Oh, you out of here. Oh, you're done. Because think about it. Again, he's not a politician. Biden been in politics for 50 years. Trump been in the House for 4 years. He didn't think he was going to win his fucking election.
I'm glad you brought up politics, though, because it was a topic I wanted to talk to you about, but I didn't know if you really, got into politics.
Oh, man. Quarantine had me sitting in the house. Yo, my daughter was like, what are you doing? I had my laptop, y'all. I'm watching, sitting on the laptop. I'm reading on my phone and watching stuff on the TV. Like, yo, this is crazy. You gotta be kidding me, crazy. Like when they expose all of the people that are connected to what's going on, everybody gonna fall fucking apart. The black community gonna be devastated. You know why they gonna be devastated? Because when they pull out and this stuff and they attach Obama to this stuff, oh, they gonna be mad. They gonna be real. What do you mean a black president? And I had to sit and think about it. I was like, man, Obama so goddamn smooth that he was talking his ass off and he was talking circles around Americans and we ain't understand half the shit he was saying. But now that Trump come up there and Trump say exactly how the fuck he feel without a filter, it's like, oh no, he shouldn't have said that. But meanwhile, if you go back and look at some State of the Unions from Obama, you don't know what the fuck he said. He just so smooth with it.
But
his delivery
that's
is
what
so
everybody
smooth.
says. Like, his wife has a podcast, and she recently said a statement on her podcast talking about how Trump isn't the person for this job. He's not the person that America needs. And
you talking about Michelle?
Yeah, and I kind of understand where she's coming from, and I agree. But at the same time, I feel like Trump opened us up for somebody that has to be more straightforward. Because I agree with you on the Obama thing also, because it's like Obama is very well spoken, but at sometimes we don't need the person well spoken. We need the person that's going to tell us exactly what's going on.
Boom. This is what it is.
I'm not saying we need somebody that's going to get on TV and be like, well, this China virus. I'm not saying we need that, but
Trump
we need something
crazy,
more straightforward.
Yo, like Trump is real crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I be so tickled by like the little memes and stuff that people make of him. I be like, yo, y'all is funny.
Hey, look, this next election is going to be the most entertaining thing on television ever. I'm talking about better than Flavor of Love, better than everything.
But you know what? That's terrible because other countries are looking at us like,
yeah, they laughing at us. So that's why Michelle is right also.
Look at the shit show going on in America.
Yeah, this is horrible. But it's going to be entertaining though. But this is horrible.
Joe Biden choosing Kamala Harris. I ain't impressed.
See, and that's what I want to talk about. All right, so Joe Biden picks Camilla Harris as his running mate. I mean, his VP. Mm-hmm. And so today, I don't know if you paid attention to the news, but they've been going in today basically saying that she slept her way to the top.
I think I heard that a little bit on the Breakfast Club this morning.
Oh yeah, Charlamagne was talking about the donkey of the day stuff with her. With it basically came from like a photographer or whatever, and he basically said that she slept her way to the top and blah blah blah. But Charlamagne whole take about it. First off, I want to talk about that a little bit. Their radio show has turned into a very liberal show. And I do not like listening to shows that's one-sided. I need someone that's going to just deliver the news to me and let me form my opinion. I don't like people that's trying to swing me in one direction.
And that's what Charlamagne does.
Yes, and I don't like it. And I'm also not a Charlamagne fan anymore because I love to see growth in people, but what Charlamagne has become is weird to me. Like, he does weird stuff, like a rapper come on the show and he'll be like, dang, it's 2020, we still calling women bitches? And it's like, bro, where did that come from? What are you talking about? Like, rap music is rap music, bro. What is you talking about, bro? Like, I get where he coming from, but it's like, and then the whole, okay, we just did a whole spill about mental health that I loved, but he throws it in at the wrong time sometimes. Like, he did an interview with Snoop Dogg I seen, and first question he asked was, so Snoop, how's your mental health?
Like, damn, that's not how you start an interview.
Yeah, like, bruh, Snoop is all right. Trust me, Snoop is
Snoop
good.
smoking weed every day. He good.
Yeah. So on this donkey of the day, he was talking about Camilla Harris, and he basically was saying how, yeah, I knew her as a black woman, that they was gonna come up because it's so hard being a black woman, that they view white women as pure, and black women, they're gonna always try to make them out to be these sluts and all this and all that. And it could be some truth behind the things he was saying, but I was like, why did you automatically go there? Then on top of that, let's talk about the black woman thing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
He interviewed her, so he should have been able to speak from an educated place because he actually interviewed her.
Uh-huh.
So he shouldn't have went to that. He should have went to what he talked about and the points that he got from her interview. I'm not. I feel like it was. I just feel like it was an emotional decision, and that Joe Biden picked her so that he can get the black vote.
Yes, for
and
sure.
Get the black woman's vote, because the black woman is the most educated person in America right now. Like, we out here getting degrees, making businesses, starting businesses. We out here getting to it. So I think he felt like, if I can get another woman that they can.
People wanted Stacey Abrams though.
Yeah, but I don't. Vice president, I don't know. And even her vice president, I'm still like not like. This is my personal feeling. You know, she's a professional. She's an attorney, and they are taught to. They are the best liars in the world. Like, they can convince you that I didn't kill Jermaine when you got evidence that I motherfucking killed Jermaine, but she about to come out guns blazing that that's not what I did.
I just had to tell somebody that recently about a defense attorney I know, and I was telling them, I was like, you know, the one thing about defense attorneys that people always fail to like just realize is that it's their job to always defend their client and ignore the fact if they did this or not.
perfect person we could talk about is the guy from Power that was Ghost Attorney. How much stuff did
Proctor.
Proctor had.
I mean, not Proctor.
It was Proctor.
Okay.
Proctor had to deal. Proctor knew so much, but he could never dime Ghost out because that was his client.
Yeah.
Like he knew he done went and killed off the whole
attorney-client privileges.
He couldn't go in there and be like, "Yo, this is what happened," and Proctor never told on Ghost because he knew Ghost would. If he said one thing that Ghost confided in him with, Ghost was coming to kill Proctor ass, hands down. But that's what he do. So he out here lying professionally. He got this nigga to where he was running for fucking. What Ghost was running for, like the state seat or the senator or something, governor. He was running for governor, like
some kind of council or something.
So I just don't. I'm just not with her.
This nigga Ghost was a politician.
Right. Ghost was turning in from being the biggest dope man in the city to being a politician because his attorney held all his secrets. Mm-hmm. All of them. So I'm not with her. Something about her spirit isn't pure to me.
I agree.
So it's not that I don't want to say that she's not qualified because I haven't dug into what her career is and what she's done and what she's achieved and what she's accomplished. So I can't say that. But what I can say as a black woman is that it's something about that woman's spirit that ain't right for me. And
they said she ran as Asian American before too.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm really questioning. I just don't. I'm not sold on her. I
can't wait till the debate when they start talking about mass incarceration. Trump is gonna cook their ass on that shit.
He gonna cook her ass with them 3 strikes that she been giving out in fucking California.
Stop and frisk. Trump is gonna cook their ass.
So I'm interested to see how it goes, but I was not impressed by his pick as a black woman, because I'm not choosing her because she's a black woman. I am now educated as a voter to vote for my interests and what's going to benefit me and my family and my community. I'm no longer voting because you have the same color of skin as I have. And we all need to be responsible voters and vote your interests. Vote what matters to you. Do not vote based off of, oh, you look like me. Because you know that people that look like you don't always have the best interests for you.
So what's up with everybody wanting to vote black? Or like Blue was on my show a couple times and he basically was saying how when he was younger, his mom told him to go into the voting booth and just check all the way down for Democrat. What's up with black people and this Democrat stuff?
We don't know no better. We don't know no better. And if we knew that the Republican Party, when it was started by 120 black men. The Republican Party, let me repeat, the Republican Party started by 120 black men. Mm-hmm. And they were out here getting to the bag because Republicans is about money. Remember, we built this country. This country was built on the backs of slaves. So we know how to go out and get to it. They didn't know how to go out and get to it. So when they seen that the Republican Party was growing and that wealth was coming into the communities of black people, they created the Democratic Party and the KKK. Mm-hmm. They created this. They created the police. The police were created to capture slaves. That's what the police were created to do. Once you was told that you was free, or if you left and you wasn't supposed to and you was running away, they sent the police after you, which were slave catchers. The KKK is infiltrated in the police departments are infiltrated with the KKK. Like, it's just so much. Like, if we just gotta be educated and not just go in there and vote Democratic and vote your interests. But they set you up though, Slim, because look what they do. So they make you pick when you go to vote. So either you're gonna pick and take this ballot for the Democrats, or you going to take this ballot for the Republicans? But what if I want to vote Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican? You don't even have the leisure to do that because of how they have the ballot set up. So it's something that, guys, please do research and dig into it. Even though my personal belief is that the presidential race is like, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's mine also.
Vote locally. Like,
for sure.
I vote, I make it my business now to make sure that I vote locally, because if I get locked up, I need to know that the DA is on my side. I need to know that the sheriff is looking out for me and my people. Like, I need to know that I could call a commissioner if some shit go wrong. Like, hey, Commissioner so-and-so, I'm constituent Jamilah Dukes, and this is what I'm calling. I have an issue with this. Like, so if you...
And you can actually reach out to these people nationally.
Like, make them accountable. Like, if you got an issue with some stuff that's going on, go and find your state representatives. You put them there. They work for you. And I think that we are just so uneducated about it, because I did like everybody. You a Democrat. So just going in and you don't know who the fuck you voting for. You black, you a Democrat. You just go in there and click. Please don't do that no longer. Vote your interests. Vote what matters to you. Look up the person, Google the person, call them, email them. You got personal questions, ask them. All of that information is online for you to have access to. So question these people. And when you call them, just be like, hey, I'm constituent Jamilah Dukes, or whoever the hell you is, and ask questions and talk to them, because they have to give you an answer, because you elected them to represent the people, and you are the people.
I definitely want to get somebody on my show that's a diehard Democrat and ask them, why are they so invested on Biden, knowing he's incompetent? I can't wait to get somebody on. I got somebody in mind, but I don't know if they'll do it yet. After they see this one, I think they will, though, because everybody think I'm like a wild card. So,
really?
Yeah, so it's good I got you on here, because you
too,
just gave me a great podcast.
Yeah, I'm out there too on a whole other lit. They be like, I have an older I call her mom. She's from Trinidad, and all she watches like CNN, MSNBC. Like, she's really the reason why I am more dedicated into politics and looking into it like locally and paying attention to it. Because she'll rip me a new asshole. She'll be like, how are you going to complain about this? You didn't vote. I'm like, okay, ma, okay. So I literally, like, now when the elections come up, I usually go live, or I have friends that are into politics, and I'll get them and we'll go over the ballot, like, and just share the ballot with the people. Like, this is who we about to go vote for. You choose. This is where you could go get this information from. This is where you could go get this sample ballot from. Because we are so uneducated about it, and we put people in place and we give people power and authority that don't need it.
For sure.
Right.
And people need to do their research and read about how Biden and Camilla Harris are definitely against guns, and we live in the South. So, and I also told people that's exactly why Stacey Abrams lost that the run for governor. I kept telling everybody, I was like, dog, there's no way in hell she's winning governor in Georgia and she's against guns.
I went to a gun range yesterday. I mean, you should. I think that with guns, you have to be very cautious and smart about usage of guns. A lot of people don't understand what the fuck they doing with it. It ain't no play thing. That's some real life shit that you got going on. You put a gun in your hand.
Yeah.
So it should probably be some. I don't know. I think that the rules are probably okay in Georgia when it comes to guns. It's just that our people won't go out and fill out the paper.
Yes.
And go down there and do the proper process to
just
get
you a license to carry.
Just get a license to carry. That's all you got to do. I have a friend that's a businessman, and he told me the reason why black people suffer in so many ways in business is because we won't file the paperwork and we won't read.